Welcome back YouTube. In today's video we're going back to gaming and I want to show you guys my top 5 mods that I use in Total War Warhammer 3. Usually I'm not that big on mods, but these feel really natural, or they really add something to the game, or it feels like it should have been there all along. So without going in a specific order, let's go straight into the first mod. All these mods are from the Steam workshop, so if you open your Warhammer 3 tab, you can click the workshop and you'll get transferred straight towards the mods. You can basically find any kind of mod here. There are complete new factions added to the game, there are reskins, there are new game mechanics, and if we had to select an honorable mention, there is the mod configuration tool, which is great for modding as it allows you to change all your mod settings in-game. You don't need any software to download these mods, just subscribe to them and they will be added to the game. So very easy, and without further ado, let's dive into the first mod. So the first mod I want to show you guys is a simple one called Remember Deployment Formations, and it will actually do exactly what you expect from it. In the battle deployment phase, it will add 3 buttons in the top corner, which are delete, replace or apply formation. So it works super easy. You select your lord, place it wherever you want, and if you apply formation, it will deploy the saved formation around your lord. Now let's say you're like me and you have this autistic thing for symmetry. You can just make a new formation by deploying your army however you want. We will put the spearmen on the side, we'll put the dryads in the middle, and then we press replace formation. So if we now move Ariel up the hill and we deploy our army around her, you can actually see our new formation. It'll save multiple formations for multiple factions. It can save you a lot of time, especially if you're, for example, playing the dwarves, you're doing corner camping, you have the same formation every time. You can just click it and rotate it and that will be done. Let's go on to the next mod. The second mod for today is called AI General 3, and I really like it for it allows you to pass on a unit and have it controlled by the AI. So in this next example we have a unit of Illyrian Reavers hidden in the woods, and you can see as soon as we click the button to hand it over to the AI, it will automatically control this unit and it will start flanking the group of archers that is attacking us. And to give you an even greater example, in this next clip I'm gonna give my whole army to the AI and I'm just gonna control Snitch and try and snipe their lord. So as soon as we start the battle, you can see the AI is controlling all of our units here and we are just focusing on one thing. This army really allows it to, as it will only do one thing, and that is kite units. But besides that, they won't make the best decisions, so it's not the best idea to just do this all the time, but in a case like this it can be really fun. It is really good for micromanagement, so if you never used chariots because you didn't want to, you could now. And well, as you can see, the first 2 mods, they really add something to the game. They're very nicely hidden away in the interface like it always has been there. The next mod, however, is to reverse something that is new, but which I don't particularly like so far. I guess that's the freedom of modding, right? So the next mod is called Tier 3 Walls Returned, and it will cause no building to be a field battle, a Tier 2 defensive building a minor settlement battle, and a Tier 3 will bring back a siege battle. Don't worry, it will only work for situations and factions that can actually have walls around their city. So for example, Norska cannot use this mod, or abuse we should say, but it will allow us to actually protect our minor settlements again with a walled city. And yes, it does work with Bretonnia as well for their settlement buildings. I think the next mod is a bit more popular, and it's Recruit Defeated Legendary Lords, which gives you the opportunity when a faction dies to actually accept them into yours. And if they have a legendary lord, it will be added to your faction. So right here we can see Clan Scryer has been defeated, and if we accept him, Ikit Claw will be added to our faction even though we're playing Clan Ashen. Great mod for role playing. Who doesn't like collecting the legendary lords, you can use them to theme your armies, you can use them for the buffs they bring, and you don't have to deal with the situation where you're just trying to be friendly, and they're just never joining your cause. This way, they will join you one way or another. So the last mod today is something I just recently found, and it's climate adaptation. So here you see Wurzak, and he's got himself stuck at Dvorak, which is unpleasant to him. But if we look at the province effects, you can see that it's actually 4% and the debuff is a little bit smaller. This mod allows you to adapt to unpleasant climate. So if we end our turn and check again next turn, it's on 8% and the debuff is smaller again. That means unpleasant climates will be converted in 25 turns and unsuitable climates will be completely overcome within 50 turns. Which means, let's say you play Ungrim, you can, instead of just going for these small provinces, actually go and attack the vampires, because you could slowly adapt to the unpleasant climate. If you think it's too long, there's also a shorter version which does orange in 10 and red in 20 turns. So you could conquer the world a little bit faster if you want to do some serious map paint. So like I told you guys, I don't like to do mods crazy. I like to keep them simple, and I like them to keep my game as it is, but just improve it a little bit. So these were my 5 mods that I personally really like. If you have one that I can't play without or that anyone should know about, leave it in the comments. I'm happy to see what you are using. And guys, thank you for watching, and I hopefully see you next time. See ya!